Alright guys, this is a brand new mic little thing, and I got a brand new little stand to hold my phone for recording, and we're going to try it out. And today I'm going to, real quick, I didn't record an intro for it, so this is an intro real quick to go over checking out the bookstore and stuff, and apologize ahead of time because I know for a fact that the lighting and the angle was not the best. First time doing this in public, people. Give me a break. It is nerve-wracking. I kept stopping it because I got so nervous because I felt like so many people were looking at me. Also, I'm going to go over some books that I got at the library. 2 different libraries, 2 different trips. Just stuff that I went into. And we will see how it goes. So we're going to roll the bookstore clips and then come back and talk about the books I got. So roll it. So here we are browsing the books, and of course I right away found one of my favorites, Throne of Secrets. It had the pretty light baby blue sprayed edges to match the cover. There were some other ones, but I wasn't really too into them. And then of course we had LiQWYD. This is a super popular, super big book that everyone's talking about. Looked interesting. And then I saw these ones. And these ones right here had a lot of interesting details on it, but I've never heard too much about the series, so I don't know about it. And then here I am browsing again. Don't mind the angle, don't mind the lighting. And then, of course, one of the first books I found was Assistant to the Villain, a different kind of design and sprayed edge and hardcover. Super cute and loved it. I even laughed because it also matched my outfit for the day. So, and then of course I was browsing, turned back, I was like, ooh, should I look at that one? And I was like, nope, people are over there, walked away. So I kept looking, like I said, excuse the angle and the lights. Went to this corner table, found Allie Hazelwood's The Mate, and I laughed because even this one matched my whole outfit with the purple thing. So that was funny to me. And then again, turned away because it was by the bathroom. And I went and I found over in a different section Emily McIntyre's new book, Burning Daylight. And then I was looking and I found the Lightlark book, the new one, the Grimm and Oro Perspectives. Didn't know they were out already, but they are here. Look at that. And yeah, and then after a while I was just looking around, trying to see what else there was, what I missed. And then I think I found another section with a book that I was like, oh, I read this. But they had an interesting sprayed edge. Little waves or tea or steam, I think it was. And then of course I went to check out the kids section where it has a ton of Halloween, a 3-in-1 Lego set. Really love that one. But they always have a ton of good Halloween books, Halloween little items and knickknacks and games and stuff. So I had to browse and check that out for a minute. Like I said, turn in the corner. They have a nice setup over here. They had Charlie Brown. I don't know if that was a puzzle or a book. And then they had a zombie burrito game. And they had some other little things around. Like I said, they just had a ton of good stuff. And then I went back to the other side and saw a little Lego set that was like a haunted house or something. But yeah, that is my Barnes & Noble trip. Alright, so now that you're back from looking at the books I looked at, like I said, I looked at a lot, but I also didn't look 100% at it because, again, so scary to do this in public. But now that you're back, I'm going to talk about the books I got at the library. I go to 2 different libraries. One we recently found out because we didn't realize it because it's by a police station and fire station as well. But it's closest, but it's a little confusing still and doesn't have as much. And then the one that we always have gone to has a lot. Big library. Love it. Still go to it. But yeah, so I have 2 different libraries that we go to. So this is the first one. this is going to be about Blake Crouch recursion. I've heard a lot about him in this book, but I don't know a lot about it. I think it's supposed to be like some sci-fi kind of thriller-esque kind of book, but I figured give it a try. I saw it. And then sticking on theme, I thought that I would do another Riley Sager. It's been a while since I've read a Riley Sager. I think almost a year ago also, but I read 3 of his books like close together and stuff, and I've heard good things about this one, so figured try that one out. And then this is a 2-for-1 kind of thing. So I found Empire of Storm and Tower of Dawn, the Throne of Glass series. I am currently finishing up Assassin's Blade. I read Throne of Glass, and then I read Crown of Midnight, and then I read Assassin's Blade, so I'm a little all over with it. But I got these ones, and I got a couple of the other ones. One is from a previous trip, and one is a newer one. But I was thinking of trying to finish the Throne of Glass series. And I don't know if you guys would be interested in like me documenting it, because I know plenty of people have read and like filmed it and all that. So I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that. But I did get, I think that's book 4 and 5? Or is that 5 and 6? No, it's not 4 and 5. 4 is Hair of Fire. This might be 5 and 6, if not 6 and 7. No, 5 and 6, I think. I don't know. I don't know the order, but we'll get there. Next one is No Place Left to Hide. This one I've seen a couple of times. And again, thriller, kind of young adult and stuff. So I figured, maybe it's small. It's interesting looking. I've never seen like a lot of people read it. I think I've only seen one person on BookTube read it, and she really loved it. So I figured I'd try it. And then again, I don't know what order this is. This one might be the like 7th, 8th, but I got Queen of Shadows at the other library. It starts to get chunky, so that is possibility, but it's getting chunky. So I have that one. And then we have This Is How You Lose the Time War. I've seen a few people read this, and a lot of them say they really like it, and it's a really good book. And I think it's just a fiction book, but I don't know, so we're going to try it out. Why not? And then I got Death at Morning House. This is by Maureen Johnson. I recently read her Truly Devious trilogy, and I think this is her newest book. So I really wanted to check this one out and see what it's about. I liked her writing in the last one. It was good. It was interesting, quick, easy to follow. So I thought, let's do that one. And then next is A Court of Silver Flames, because I also need to finish ACOTAR. I finished the 2nd book finally. I have the 3rd one that I got from the library, and I own the 4th one, which is the small little novella. And so I have the 5th one. And again, I don't know. Should I document reading the rest of ACOTAR? Let me know. And then last one is this book. It's called Immortal. This one I got purely for the fact that it just looks so cool, like so shiny and all that. And then sprayed edges. I don't even know about the sprayed edges. I just like the cover. But I think it's a sci-fi fantasy, so it looks like it would be interesting. It says, what the gods did not give us, I would take. So sounds like it'll be interesting. But yeah, there's those ones. Those are the recent ones. I still have a ton of books from the library that I still gotta read. So let me know, what are your guys' takes? Should I do a Throne of Glass video, an ACOTAR video, a thriller video? I have some thriller books that I got here. Tell me what you guys think, and make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye.